Alright, what we're going to do here today is we're going to have a bit of a challenge. We bought some cheap servo bait, and we got some squid that we caught recently. So nice and fresh. It's just been in the freezer a little bit, and we're going to see which one comes off best. So Campbell's Cove's known for its big flathead and squid, so there's a bit of diversity. Get some pinkies through here as well. So we've got the first rod in the water. Alright, let's see how we go. We're on. What we got here? I reckon it feels like a little pinky to me. I hope not. Oh no. Pinky plague. Well, it was on the fresh squid anyway. Well, it seems very reefy here, so for anybody who's fishing down at Campbell's Cove, I'm in line with the raft fence, and it's quite reefy here, so you've got to really fish with light gear, otherwise you're just going to snag up on the reef here. Look at the conditions out here, it's just like a lake. It's awesome. Alright, we're on here. What do we got? Pinky? Go. Little pinky. Oh, looks like the other one's getting attacked now as well. Just a little school of pinkies here. There we go. Oh, he's a bit of a fighter. There, he's giving up. No, he's got a bit of fight left in him. One after the other. Calm down. Ugh. There we go, little buddy. Back you go. Right, we're on here. What do we got here? Let's see what we got. That's a little pinky. Oh. Come on, settle down. Nice little fish. Give him a quick measure before we get him back in the water. Oh, didn't bring him a measuring tape. He's probably about 30 centimetres, but we'll let him go. Alright, ready, buddy? Off you go. Nice work. Not sure if you can see in front of me, but there's heaps of little bait boils here, just on the surface of the water. Pretty nice morning. It's glassed out. It's really nice just to be out here paddling. Alright, so there's very little wind out here. It's probably about a 3-knot westerly, barely anything. So we're just lining up with the buoy over here, just to try and gauge which way that the current's going to take us, or the little wind that there is around. Now for flathead fishing, you want to keep on the move, on the drift. So when it's little wind like this, it's kind of a bit difficult. So your best bet's probably going to be soft plastics rather than bait, because your baits aren't going to be moving too much in the water when there's not much wind to drag you along and give you a nice drift. So anyway, we'll see how we go. Although there's a lot of bird life around, they're very scattered. They're not in a cluster, which indicates that they're just sitting out the back here. They're not actually feeding on a school bait of school fish. So we won't be chasing any seagulls today. Hoping that there's some salmon under them, but anyway. Alright, so this is just the technique we use here with the soft plastic. So you can have a look at that. We're just using the little motor oil paddle tail on a very light jig head, and it's about a size 1 hook. Don't need anything big for these fish. So let's give it a flick out. What we always do is just let it sink to the bottom. Give it a couple of seconds. Just wind up the slack if you can. On a calm day like this, you can just watch your line goes slack when you know it's on the bottom. And then just give it a quick 1, 2, 3 up. Let it sit to the bottom. 1, 2, 3 up. Retrieve the slack, let it sink to the bottom. One, 2, 3 up. Retrieve your slack. Just just let us sink back to the bottom. Just keep doing that all the way back to the kayak. That's the first technique. That's a pretty effective one. We're on here on the soft plastic. Only feels small, but at least we picked up something. It's a little flatty, I'd say, or a toady. Oh, there's no fight in that at all, but it's actually a nice size flatty on the plastic. There we go, landed. That's pretty easy, wasn't it? Put up no fight, that guy, at all. There we go. In the esky. Alright, we've got a few bass yabbies still alive, and we're going to throw those in for bait, see how this goes. This should be interesting. Tricky part is keeping them on the hook. Okay, we're on again. This time we're on the bass yabbies. Again, it doesn't feel big. Oh, we dropped it. Hope it comes back. The other thing I do when I'm chasing flathead is basically, you can see here I've got two sinkers attached. So I'll check what grounds. If it's just plain sand, flat sand, then I usually go with a heavy sinker. So it creates a nice big puff, a nice puff in the sand. But if we've got weed beds and a little bit of rock around, then we just go with a really light sinker. Picked up something just on the surface of the water there. Look at this little either a baby salmon or a little Tommy Rough. Alright, we're on here. What have we got here? Looks like a nice flatty. Oh yeah, he's taking a bit. Down he goes. Down, buddy. What we got here? This is on the bass yabby too, guys. It's not huge, but he fought better than the other one, which was a lot bigger than him. Interesting. It's just on legal. There we go. On the bass yabby. Well, we're fishing a pretty short window today, so we only got about an hour and a bit in the water, so 2 fish so far. That's not too bad for a small amount of time on the water. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate you watching. If you learned something or found this video interesting, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on other content that we produce on a regular basis. Cheers.